Welcome to NoobTube40k, everyone. My name is Cam. I am your first and foremost host of today's episode. With me is my lad, Bomollo, down here in this little corner. He is my co-host here. He is going to give us a presentation today on everything that he knows, having been friends with me for, too many years at this point. I know everything there is to know about 40k. Because I have been in it for about 10 some years. I've been playing games, going to tournaments, doing the things. So, little buddy, let's get into it, I guess.
So, here is my presentation on everything I know about Warhammer 40k, aka the 41st Millennium, aka the Reckoning, aka the Space King Saga, aka I want to be DKD Amantes.
I see you focused specifically on 40k instead of all the other realms. Interesting.
Good. Good to take a note about that. See, I was seeing if you would actually pick up on if I would do that or not. So that's why I did that specifically on the title. It's a little detail just for you. I was just a little test there in there for you. But right now we're gonna get right into section 1, which is the lore. And in the beginning, all right, in the beginning of the lore, we start with the Emperor. Baby little Emperor. He's born in like a cave or some shit at the beginning of time, I think. And he could read minds. He was called a Psyker using the warp's energy. And he could do like telekinetic powers. He was pretty much Raven from Teen Titans. He was really overpowered, I think. And he was eventually living for a really long time because he was magical or something. He reaches godhood, pretty much. He's godhood status symbolically by the people. You know, he's just like a superhuman. He's something that no one can ever really think to aspire to. And so he is doing his thing, being a symbolic god or whatever, and then humanity's like, yo, AI is pretty cool, and they reach AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. The real AI, if you ever think about AI being self-conscious and whatnot. And then it realized humanity was like a big issue, and then it just, started shitting on them. And then, in response to that, there were the AI wars with humanity, and the humans just killed all the AI, and then we're like, well, the AI is really useful, but how do we keep things going? We use I, like non-artificial intelligence, just people attached to wires and stuff doing computing for them. So it can't ever, it's a slave, not artificial and uncontrollable. Anyways, humanity begins to explore the stars, either before or after the AI incident, and starts exploring, meets a bunch of aliens, these Xenos, and starts murdering them all. Then when we get after all the murdering, there's the Horus Heresy, where this dude Horus gets killed or kills another dude, and it starts like a bunch of shit. He was a good guy, and the other guy who killed him was Chaos, or Horus was Chaos, and he killed the good guy. And then the Emperor, reaches actual godhood after becoming an actual, literal, battery, pretty much, for his little minions running around killing all the aliens who don't look like them. And that's pretty much all of the lore of the beginning of Warhammer 40,000. Section 2. Hobbying.
That's all you're doing for the lore. There's no more for lore.
There's
just the beginning.
I have a couple. So there are a couple of facts at the end in the miscellaneous section.
Okay. We'll get to miscellaneous at the end. Okay.
The hours upon hours of lectures I've received from you are all at the end with all of the detailed information that you're looking for from me. So section 2, hobbying. Dude, this is actually really cool because you only need a couple of materials. You need some minis, a little bit of plastic. You need some paint. You need some paintbrushes, and you need some time, okay? You need a little bit of patience as well. That's not written in this first year slide. But yeah, see, right there. Fantastic.
Mini. What else did you have?
Paint. Yes. Do you have paintbrush? Paintbrush.
Paintbrush.
Yes.
Paintbrush.
Thank you.
And time. Yeah, we have none of that.
Okay, well, so we can't paint any right now, but as soon as time pops up, we are so ready for this. So the procedure.
I mean, right on my desk, I've got 10 guys ready to be painted, ready for battle. Some nice Kriegers.
Absolutely. The procedure here, you paint first, you let it dry, you contemplate what the hell you've just done, and you simply just retry. You repaint it, and you hope you did a better job the second time. These are examples of some very talented folks doing it for probably their first or second time. And see, these are the people who actually go out of their own way. They're out of their comfort zones, try something new, and they suck at it the first time. Like, oh no, I suck at it. Yes, everyone sucks at it the first time. But we just keep going. Keep moving forward.
I mean, that last guy in the line of Ultramarines, you don't know what those are yet. The guys at the bottom, you can see his trim is actually not the worst. So I will say, starting with the pretty alright trim, the bolters look pretty great. They need to be drilled, but
the grass,
anyways,
the grass on the top guy, pretty
stop
good.
Grading other people's work.
Pretty good grass.
Oh, the grass on the top guy. Yeah. That is a good plus for the top guy. That is about all I can say.
All right, and I have no idea anything else in hobbying.
I don't even know where you got that picture from. That is impossibly great.
That is 100% of hobbying explained right there.
That's all you got for hobbying? There's nothing else.
Save questions for the end. That is a question.
Okay.
I will answer that at the end of the presentation. Section 3. Tabletop gameplay. One of the biggest facets of Warhammer. Arguably one of the most interesting, most fun, and most in-depth. Because you get to know all of the lore on top of the numbers. So there are 3 big questions. When getting into tabletop gaming Warhammer. Number 1, how big are the armies? Well, it's actually a really simple question to answer. 2,000 points. That is the standard
good job.
Competitive game in tournaments and whatnot. It equates to about $3,000 a pieces. We will get to that later on. Don't you worry right now about that. But yeah, so
that's a little high. So shockingly, that's a little high.
This 2,000 points, and that's how big. That's simply how big the armies are. Question 2: what do I need to get started? Number 1, Musk. You will not be allowed into any tournament or even one-on-one game if you don't smell for the occasion.
Right, this part needs to be cut out.
If you do not smell for the occasion, you simply cannot gain entry to these things. Trust me, I know. I wore Old Spice once to one of these things. Crazy work. They didn't let me in. Number 2, you need a yardstick, okay? Maybe a meter stick, because you have to measure every individual footstep, every individual shot fired from every individual squadron they have on this massive table. And it's like freaking like a pool table, pretty much, like a big one, probably like 10 feet long. And you're sitting there, you're measuring, most of the time you're doing calculus, to be honest. But it's fun, so I've heard. Third thing you need, 14 hours of consecutive free time in order to play a single game. You need, and at the same time as someone else who is also interested in Warhammer 40,000, it's
true. It is a multiplayer game.
Yes, it is a multiplayer game, and you will need quite a bit of time. And like 14 hours is a little bit. It's if you're a little quicker, if you're more experienced, you're a casual but quick player with another casual but quick player, it'll be 14 hours. Otherwise, it'll be like 16, 17, maybe even 18 hours. Who knows? But I mean, it's all fun and games. There's one more thing you need, though. There's one more critical thing you'll need. It's a small loan of $10,000 to $20,000 to start your army. Okay.
It's called 40k for a reason.
Come on, you can either choose to have that new dream car or couple of dream cars, or you start your 2,000 point army.
Or you do what I do and start 6 of them because you're an idiot.
And the third question, moving forward, how do I even play? There's a single,
this will be grand.
simple answer to this question. MSU, you make shit up. I'm sorry to break this to you. There's not a single rule in the tabletop game of 40,000 other than act like there are rules and that you know them. That is it. That is the only thing you have to know to play the tabletop game of 40,000. You just move shit, you measure it, and you're like, that looks like it'll relative. It's gotta hit right now. And you're like, yeah, and you roll some dice and you're like, that was a good roll. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like acting, almost. It's improv more than anything else. That brings us to section 4. This is what you've been waiting for. This is the general knowledge section, where I fill in all the gaps, all the blanks, all the stuff that I did talk about before.
This is where you fill in all the blanks and gaps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything you are expecting, Cam. Everything is right here behind this slide.
I believe you.
Games Workshops are bitches. Why the hell is every little piece so expensive? This is a real authentic minifigure. That's $3,000. And did you know 1 in 3 unhoused people in the United States of America have lost their life savings because of the collection mini addiction? MCA, mini collection addiction. And the second fact, 8 in 10 Warhammer tabletop players say they would rather eat plastic than food. And this one was most shocking for me. When I read the article, I was like, there's no way this could be true. And then I talked to a handful of Warhammer players in real life, and they talked to me about their microplastic maxing habits, getting every little fleck in their system, in their balls, in their brain. So we're gonna move on to the miscellaneous stuff with all the extra facts. All the extra facts that I know.
The Eldari fuck. As you spell it wrong.
Remember, okay, I did not do any refreshing. I didn't re-look anything up. I don't know exactly how to spell certain things in the lore, okay? So...
Eternal Living Museum. Okay. That first one's really good.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, there's a
that.
soulless robot. It's a Necron. He's a Necron. I didn't even write that down. I know what he is. Stores.
Hey, there you go.
Beings in an eternal living museum of just like looping a certain segment of time or something, but like Necrons. So the Necrons, will go into that lore, because I know you're expecting that from me, probably. It's, so you have the Eldar, and they're screwing with like gods or something, and the gods are like, the Necrons. No, the Necrons are Eldar that like start transforming into like robots, but then like their souls got taken by shit. So something along those lines. Anyways, the Eldari fuck. They have murder orgies, I've heard. The Dark Mechanicum, best faction in the game by far. They just simply screw with tech and stuff and just like want to learn, and that's why they're so dope. Chaos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have 4 gods. If I'm wrong, it's 3. And it's Nurgle, Slaanesh, and there's at least one more that I like know. And there's another one. And okay, wait. So Nurgle is the god of like gross shit and death, but also life. And
not too wrong.
So Slaanesh is like impulsiveness and vices and sex and greed and sloth, or maybe it's
sloth is not for Slaanesh. Sloth.
Okay, don't correct me until the questions section, okay. Sir.
Yep.
Sir.
That's the next video.
There's plenty of people enjoying this presentation. Please don't interrupt. For everyone's sake, sorry everyone.
Okay.
Back to the TED Talk. And the lore goes too deep, as they say. As I understand it, Warhammer is satire, for the most part, of a lot of different science fiction and fantasy works and stereotypes and stuff, but it's taken to the far extreme and then given into stories that are really over the top and exciting. And I believe that's it. Thank you for watching.
Wonderful drawing.
Thank you. It is original work. It is not copied off of any artwork that you look up when you look up Dark Mechanicum and click images on the internet.
Round of applause for our presenter, Mr. Little Bomollo here.
You can call me Bo or Bomo if you want. You know, we're
yeah,
chill.
we've got a few things to ask you about. So for the lore, that's all you got? Yeah, it's just early days. The Emperor led to the Horse Heresy, led to now, basically.
So, I was gonna talk about it a little bit more. I forgot though, like a little. So pretty much a Horus Heresy, it happened, and then they tried to kill the Emperor, but the Emperor is like already unconscious and he's a vegetable anyway. So was pretty much, yeah, I would say yeah, yes. What was your question? What was the question again?
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for watching today's video. My name was Cam. That was Bomollo. And this was our first video. Yippee! Please, if you could, follow along with us for our exciting journey. How you do this? Subscribe, like, comment, hit that little bell. Next video will be me going through his little presentation and fixing all the little intricacies and making it a little bit better and a little bit more correct. He did a good job. But that is it for today. Thank you everybody for watching, and welcome to Warhammer.